Okay, so this is what's up right now. I don't know the date, but it's probably like May 3rd if I had to guess. Just making a video about what I've been doing, you know, all the stuff that's going on. First off is a little Ryobi weed whacker engine I'm fixing for a friend at school. It's one of the, you know, high quality, expensive Ryobi ones. It's not the stuff you buy at Home Depot. It's a really, really well made engine. Well balanced. It's got 2 rings on the piston. One of those newer, really nice carburetors with the instead of a choke shutter, they have that cylinder throttle there. It's really nice. The problem with this was that it wouldn't idle at all. As soon as you let off the gas, it would die. Well, that was one of the, I guess, the supercharger or the turbocharger, whatever you want to call them, the tubes for that. One of them had a crack in it. I've only seen, you know, this design once before because, you know, like I said, I don't see too many of these really nice, high quality weed whacker engines, these small 2-strokes. How it works is, from the bottom of the crankcase you have these two ports right here, and each port has one of these flexible you know, rubber tubes going up to the carburetor, or the top half of the carburetor. You see, this is the throttle, and that's the fuel pump inlet. Well, anyway, it would run fine at high throttle because, you know, it was pumping enough air to compensate for the cracked line, but at idle it couldn't maintain itself. So that's all in order and should be here in a few days. Next is a Jacobsen 2-stroke engine from a mower that's been sitting on my bench a while. I mentioned this in another video before. I was working on it and found out that it had a bad lower main seal. The seal had just gotten all hard and everything. It was leaking pressure, so I don't know. I mean, I can't get that seal from Jacobsen, and I don't know if there's any part suppliers, so I might just end up going to some place that sells seals and saying I need a seal this size and seeing if they can give it to me. Another one is this is the 3rd 5-horsepower brakes with a thrown rod. I don't know what's up with the 70s and 80s brakes. This is a 1987, I think. It's through another rod. I don't know. I'm starting to like the Compasses better. Anyway, this one wasn't that bad. The rod did shatter around the crankshaft, and it did spin on the crankshaft pretty bad. Let me change that. It did spin on the crankshaft, you can see there. It's pretty well scored. Hopefully I can just clean that up, that journal up. I don't know. It's not that bad. But a new rod's cheap, only like $20 from eBay. A real Briggs rod, so that went on a tiller that I picked out of the trash, so hopefully I can get that back and maybe even sell it this season. One other thing is a dirt bike motor here from my friend's dirt bike. It's got bearing noise. I haven't even looked at it yet. But as for repairs that going on, we got a big Homelite 330 chainsaw. Needs a clutch replacement. I'm just waiting on the drum for the clutch to get here. This one's a pull-in. Big. It's a 60cc pull-in with a bad oil pump. Guy told me it was leaking oil, and it was leaking oil because the oil pump wasn't held on by any of the 4 bolts that it's supposed to be held on by. So I'm waiting on a new, and that ruined one of the oil pump gears, so I'm waiting on that to come in. I got a Toro, aluminum deck Toro. Comes to engine from the 80s. This is not self-propelled, but it does have a blade clutch, which is very nice. Works very well. I got another model Toro from the 70s. Very similar engine, but electric start. Very nice. Electric start and self-propelled front-wheel drive. So that's nice. I have the bags for both of them. This Aaron's I'm working on, this 5-horse Tecumseh, just a case of left gas in it over the winter. It just needed the carburetor cleaned. I'm waiting on a part for the self-propelled to come in. The drive disc, the rubber drive wheel for the I guess variable speed transmission deal. Another thing here is this little, pull it out into the light here. A little Craftsman push mower with the Tecumseh engine. Again, carb problems. It's been sitting outside for a few years, so not a big deal. Another one is this weird looking home light leaf blower. Weird looking, let me tell you. One of them modern looking ones. I don't know what the deal with that is. That handle's crazy. It's kind of a stupid looking design. Whatever. It won't idle. It accelerates just fine, just won't idle. And the last thing is an authentic don't walk sign that I got from work. Where I work, we do a lot of traffic signal stuff. So all the old or the obsolete stuff gets brought back and usually just tossed out. So I brought this home. Hopefully I could sell it maybe on Craigslist or something. Make a couple bucks off of it. Set it up here. Get a look at it. It does work. I did test it. It's got all the original components inside, the original wiring harness, or what's left of it. It's got a crack in the shield though. Oh well. So, I don't know, maybe if somebody out there on YouTube wants it, you know, I guess like $30 I guess I would sell it for. There's also a nice aluminum traffic light, one of the old aluminum ones, at work. And if somebody wants that, I can pick that up. Let me know. See you later.